Winnie for her first ride on the road.
We didn't even get very far. Probably 5 minutes up the road. And this Z-rail's fallen out as we've been driving. And Tom stopped because he was like, something's dragging. That's probably not good.
Something is dragging. It's essentially the rail that holds the caravan onto the chassis. Another bit off. So what are we doing, babe?
Well, essentially this window will be covering, well, the bed will be covering this window once we do the fit out. So our plan is to move this window here, and we need to get a new panel for this. There's some old damage here. We just want to avoid any potential problems with that, and we'll obviously have a giant hole, so we're going to get a new panel here, and then the same on the front. So we're pulling off these, I believe they're called J-rails, pulling all this off, and we're going to pop these panels out, and then once they've been popped out, Wayne is going to sandblast inside the chassis. I don't know the number plate.
Shit, it's falling off.
I just go, what happened to the number plate? So, same thing goes with the front. We're going to remove J-rails from here down, remove this whole section. There's an old dent here that's been patched up and it's not leaking, but we just want it to be
Nice and schmick.
schmick, yeah, schmick.
There's another home.
Yes.
Oh, look how many there are. So we bought a full caravan, and now, how much caravan do we have?
A quarter.
A quarter. Diminishing returns. But it's going to pay off in the end.
Only go up from here.
It's all going to be for the best. Winnie coming through. So we're going to take Winnie's pieces, her front and back, and take it to the guru, Mr. John Edwards, to reshape, and we can get these bits all new and fresh. Lisette's in a happy place as always. Knitting. So yesterday was huge. We took off more of Winnie than she had on her in the first place. And now we've driven back home, had a rest, and now driven out to John Edwards, the caravan guru, to get some of these panels replaced. So we've got them behind us. You can't really see. They're Wayno lent us a trailer, legend, and we put the pieces on that, and we're bringing them out to John. And here he is. He's walking behind me now. I better go say g'day. There it is. Burns the feet. Bit of a break from the caravan today. Much needed. Cracked it. Okay, so to get these window frames out, it's very difficult on the front. We ended up causing a little bit of damage to the frame using a screwdriver to get them out because they're just fused in there in some spots. So legend back at Bunnings said heat gun, loosen up the silicone, run a wire into a hole, and then you can just scrape around the frame. So I'm going to give that a try. Okay, that one came off easy. All good. So I'm going to replace all this. Okay, so we're sandblasting the chassis, and there's also these rails here are completely rusted off. So what we've done is got some new ones made up, and we're going to re-weld the whole perimeter of the chassis, which the shell sits on. And then Wayno has just told me to do a good job on the chassis, we're actually going to unbolt the shell from the chassis, and we're going to literally just pull the chassis out, and that's how we're going to sandblast it and paint it and fix it up really well and be able to weld all the rails on, and then we can just drop the shell back onto its new foundation. So it's pretty crazy what we're doing. You know, we're just like pulling this thing apart in every way, but in doing so we're going to leave no stone unturned, and being able to really access and clean every little crevice of this thing. So Winnie is going to be schmickety schmick by the time we're done with that. So let's see how this goes. Much clearance. told me to use this. It says use that for everything. And he built that from scratch. There's all these old windows. Maybe some gold in here. I'm looking for another window, but they're hard to find. These vintage ones, but a lot of these are broken, unfortunately. Alright, we've got the new panels all on the back, packaged up safely by the man himself, John Edwards. And yeah, we head back to Winnie to keep working.